he's our last boss, but yeah, I honestly like the only reason I knew how much longer it was is because I streamed two directly after I streamed one, and I was like, "Jeez, this is ever end?" Like,
Yeah. No,
in a good way, of course, but still.
it's long, baby. All right, let's wave at the people. Hi everyone, and welcome back to You Have a Friend in Majula. It's me, Dia. I'm here with Derby, and we are joined by the intrepid, inquisitive, and exquisite Trevor Strunk. Trevor, say hi.
Hi, Dia. Hi, Derby. That was such a nice introduction. Have you been working on your introduction game?
No, I haven't been.
It's just, yeah. I mean, you've always been exceptional at it. I just felt that one had just incredible oomph.
We got to gas you up because, today we're going to go inside the dreams of giants.
Oh, I love this part.
And to go inside the dream of a giant, one must be emboldened. You have to be fearless. You have to be big as shit. You have to be a giant yourself.
Do you think it would be cool in any of these games if, like, because I know this happens in, like, this has been kind of a thing. It happened in Final Fantasy 15. It happens in Nier Automata. Do you think it would be cool if you got to play as a giant at some point, like some like big sort of clunky kaiju section in a Dark Souls game? I feel like maybe the time has come for that.
I think the time has come for that. You know what I just realized, Trevor? That whole time we were talking, that I was still in windowed mode.
Not recording. Oh, good. That's better than.
Yeah, I was recording. Yeah, no, but I was.
You were just in windowed mode.
I was in windowed mode, which is really funny.
The classic ratio people love to see.
Yeah, right. And I have like a whole bunch of just like opened like windows of like things that I'm working on writing wise behind it. So I'm just like, well, now I got to like make a little box around, little graphical box around that until the screen changes in Premiere or whatever. You guys can't. This will come out before my essays come out, and you can't read. You don't get that. There's not a Patreon tier for pre-reading essays.
Read Dia's essays early. Yeah, that seems reasonable that there's not a Patreon tier for that.
I did think
feel
about
like that would be a big mistake.
I did one day think about like creating kind of a remnants and cast-offs tier.
That's kind of cool
because I thought that would be neat, and I had quite a bit of them, and I kept, every time I write something, I end up accumulating more, because I've never been an efficient writer that just sits down and does like, was it Christopher Moore, the kind of fiction writer from San Francisco? He famously writes like 2 sentences a day.
Yeah, sure.
But like they're perfect, and he never gets edited. And so like
yeah, I'm not that guy.
Yeah, I've never been that person. My partner Sarah can be. Like when they sit down to do something, it's just like they completely edit it out perfectly in their head and then just commit it down. But it does, they have to chop it all down in person. I wanted to talk to Rosabath because we do have some pyromancy flame.
Oh yeah,
nuggets.
Let's reinforce that. Why not?
Like, yeah. Are we done? Oh.
Thanks, Rosabath.
I'm always here.
Thanks, Rosabath. You're always here.
That's really nice. I don't think people are typically very nice in this game. Her and, I forget his name, but the merchant. I feel like he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Malentia is not nice.
Malentia is as Malentia does.
Yeah, I mean, she's fine. We love her as she is, but...
Malentia's just got, she's just alternatingly too dry and too damp. I remember I had this friend in college who got really into traditional Chinese medicine because she was a white girl, obviously.
Okay.
And she was just constantly going around being like, oh, you have like hot damp. And I'm just like, okay, leave me alone.
Gross. Don't tell me I have hot damp.
And then she got really into like Ayurveda, and she was just like, your kapha's out of alignment. I was just like, please, will you stop? Just like, look, I did not ask for this.
You should have just gotten into really old like medieval humor medicine as a defense. You're like, well, that thanks for the advice. I feel like your bile is out of sync.
Dude, my bile is
You
out
need
of sync. Are you kidding me?
I know it's true. You're yellow or black or your humors are all out of whack.
Dude, my
You
humors are so out of whack. That's why I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer spiked to realign
Oh, a
my
spiked Arnold
humor.
Palmer.
A spiked Arnold Palmer, which is beautiful because I don't even know like what brand this is.
Arnold isn't Arnold Palmer always Arizona, or is that not true?
This is not an Arizona product, I'll tell you that much.
All right, I
Or at
thought
least
maybe
don't
they had
think
a.
So. They might have an alcoholic beverage, but I don't think so. But it
I thought they had a.
It
Yeah,
does have his
I don't know.
picture on it and his little signature.
Oh, I like that. I like that he made a drink like that. I hope he's not a bad person. He probably. I mean, who knows? I don't
Arnold
know.
Palmer here, he's probably a racist.
I would
You
assume
heard it here
he's at
first.
least
Arnold
a
Palmer,
racist.
probably racist.
I was apparently there is a. I found this out because I was tweeting about that Justin Verlander's brother who thinks that Babe Ruth killed his wife for some reason. And apparently the other theory about Babe Ruth is that he was Dominican, which is interesting. And the the justification for it is, unlike all the other baseball players of his time, he was vaguely nice to Black and Latino players. The theory is the only reason that could possibly be the case in the 1920s is because he himself was Dominican, which is really tells you a lot about the way tells you a lot about white people, and the way they are.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. I don't know. I don't know. It made me think a lot. I don't know about Babe Ruth and his past, but I sure do like his comments on making a lot of home runs. So
Yeah, I saw your tweets about that. I like the I like that, you know, the Sultan of SWAT was just the Sultan of SWAT. And you
Yeah,
can't fuck
he
with
just-
that.
I really like that he
Don't
you
go
know,
back to
when
history, kids. It's bad.
Yeah, no, never. It's awful. I really like that when he got a lot of home runs, he basically just said, "Hey, I dare anyone to get this many home runs. You can." That's cool to me.
Mhm.
And that's how I remember him.
All right. I think the place unbeknownst is where we go.
The place.
I've been trying to like pick my brain, being like, you know, while we're talking, just like figuring
I could
out
tell you were working on something there. so
where yeah, because now we have this little fancy item that we got from because last time we saw the big dragon, who may not actually be a real dragon.
I'm very excited about that dragon because of what you told me.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he has the giant soul. That's so cool.
Yeah, he's got a giant soul. But we've got the Ashen Mist Heart, which allows us to delve into memories of the withered. The magic of the ancient dragon allows one to delve into the memories of the withered. I like this because it requires some thinking on the part of the player. Like, it becomes like an adventure game puzzle at that point where
It really does.
What's a withered? And
Yeah, you sort of like you have to go back to everything that you couldn't put something in before and be like, okay, how do I make this work?
And you had to think about what's a withered, like, you know, like, and like what could we not do things before? So here we go.
Oh, that's a withered.
And that's a withered.
That's a withered.
Um,
Naturally.
And so here we are, and we get the memory of Jag. One cannot reside within memory for long, which I think is an
Oh.
interesting thing. So we have to go through this memory, and it closes
Is
in
it-
around us.
Is it timed?
Yes.
Interesting.
If I remember correctly, the vignetting actually is like part of like what times it. Like it like indicates through the vignetting what's going on here. And so we're here we are where there's giants and here's a head running through the streets and there's stuff
Oh my.
falling down from the sky and
The head really is.
and here's a giant lord.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy.
Jake, chill out, my guy. Oh.
Well, okay.
Ah.
Now, why did you call him Jake?
Jag.
Oh, Jake. I thought you called him Jake. I was like, Jake. Okay. Do you know something about this giant lord? I don't.
It's Jake, the giant lord. Jake, yeah, you know.
It's Jake the giant lord.
So here's the interesting thing. So that's the giant lord, right? And we're going inside a memory. Is this the giant lord? Is this Jake right here, or is this?
Or is Jake not the giant lord, and we're looking at someone who was like
Who was a
who
witness?
was a witness? Yeah, that's the word.
That's how I always thought it was. I just didn't even think about it until like, wait a minute. I was like, it's like the memories of what's his face. Well, you know, I always kind of like read memories of, you know, meaning like it's a memory of him, like, you know, not his memory. But like then I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, you know, I guess it could be like a possessive of, as opposed to like just a purely descriptive of.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I never really thought about the where the memory came from. It just feels like, it almost feels like a collective
Son
memory.
of a bitch!
Like,
What the shit?
whoa, jeez. Like the memory of the giants or something.
Son of a
I like
bitch,
that the memory
Jake.
has items that you can get.
Yeah.
Just like a classic memory. It's like a Bloodborne boss, and not in a complimentary way. I like
Yeah.
some Bloodborne bosses. I do not like the Bloodborne bosses where
you just
like,
look at their ankles.
Yeah, where is the arm? Where is the thing that I'm dodging?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess, you know, if you think about it, that's what fighting a fucking giant lord's gonna be like.
It's true. In the same way that's what fighting like a giant beast would
There we
be
go.
like, too.
Bye,
I
Jake.
get it, but
Victory achieved. What's this item up here? I need to get this.
yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Fire seed.
Oh, okay.
I got a bunch of souls from that. Damn.
Well, it's a giant.
It is a giant.
It's giant size.
So it's you know, like, so here we are. Like we can get a better look at this now that we've kind of killed everyone. There's stuff that's falling all around us. This is clearly from the ramparts of like, you know, the first kind of, you know, castle zone we go to, where we've entered into this memory.
We've absolutely been here before.
Yeah, we've been on these.
But yeah.
This is kind of like near about where we fought.
Look at the it's hard to, well, the memory's closing around you, so you don't have to. But the scenery, right? Like the natural scenery and everything, including the water, looks more normal and less frozen, which is kind of like,
Yeah.
I find really interesting.
Well, it's interesting because it's a memory. Like, we don't think
Right.
of memories as like, you know. And here's this dead guy.
Oh boy.
He's got a purple hand. We get a soul of a giant from him. If we examine him again, what happens?
Oh,
Now we go out.
we have to leave.
We're done with the memory. We got 100,000 souls.
I mean, look.
Oh, it's fucking Navlan.
No, not Netflix. Oh god, I hate Netflix so much.
Navlan? Holy shit.
As Navlan has pointed out again and again, we only have ourselves to blame for Navlan.
It is true. Navlan, it is our fault. Thankfully, there's a bonfire right there.
Thankfully, I also always get to say, even if it's just in my head, Navlan
Son of a
deal,
bitch.
Navlan deal. Nope. You're gonna have to take care of Navlan.
I gotta take care of Navlan. Hey, buddy. Guess what? Guess whose magic can't come through my wall? Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay. Navlan, not your best move to go melee mode. I don't think that's a good idea.
The beautiful thing is, I think like we can't kill Navlan. You know, like he.
Well, yeah. We made that mistake of letting Navlon out, and now Navlon is just part of our experience of the game.
I love Navlad as being part of our experience of our game because one, it's awful.
Yeah,
but
it
also
makes the game much less fun.
so such a pain in the ass. But also,
Bearer of the curse
there's
until hope has fully.
like this aspect of this like person who's just like, please don't let me out. I will kill again.
We're just like, let's see how much you mean by that.
Yeah, right. Like
push that a little bit.
Ah, man, if you only get three stamina for.
But honestly, three levels is pretty remarkable.
It is pretty.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I'm trying to think of where I need these points the most.
You get much. I guess like you get a point of agility.
Well, yeah, it's like an
nice.
extra iframe, which is like I guess kind of useful, but nah, it's not the most useful for us.
What about? I would say endurance or vigor at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. I can't believe it was novel again. Like, honestly, one of the funniest recurring stupid jokes in this game is when you free Navlon and he just keeps coming back to wreck your life. What a great idea.
And so we've got this soul of a giant here. The soul of a giant who came to conquer Dranglake. Will the giant's resentment for the king be pacified in death or only emboldened? Can be accused to acquire souls only. So we get a bunch of souls for that, or we need to save it. And we need to save it because what's his face is actually kind of a buff dude. And we need to harness the souls of the giant to weaken him so that we can kill him.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What is the eye over next to the oh, there it is. No, never mind. That was what I was thinking. The eye is not important.
So this is the soul of the giant lord who once conquered Dranglake. We're going to learn about some history here, boys. Vendrick crossed the seas, took prisoner the giants, and brought them back to his castle clapped in irons. However, after this modest triumph, his countenance could be seen to grow darker with each passing day. Use the special soul of this giant to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth.
It's really interesting that he just basically brought his own doom to Dranglake, as we saw. I mean, as we saw in the thing, like he absolutely just like he ruined it himself. Like it's completely his own fault for bringing the giants to Dranglake.
Yeah, he was told about the giants, right? Nishandra was like, there be giants. I don't remember. Did Nishandra say she told him to go and get them?
I think so. I think it was just like listening to Nishandra that got him into this position.
Yeah. I can't remember if she said go kill them or go bring them back. I don't remember which. But either way,
one or the other.
He brings him back and he starts dabbling in the soul arts with the giants.
It's odd because you would expect that would be Aldea's thing. And I mean, it is, of course, but it strikes me as more him than Vendrick.
Yeah, it is. It is more of a Vendrick, but yeah. I'm trying to think. I had a thought and it just like completely withered on my brain.
It's that time of year, Dia.
It's just like I'm just like because there's a lot going on here. Like the idea of you don't usually bring your enemies back, especially when they are colossuses made of like living stone.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the choice to bring the giants back. Not least of all that they seem almost unbeatable. Um, yeah.
But like, but then like he brings it back and like kind of like ends up like playing like a weird sort of Frankenstein with like their parts, like trying to like, like the soul arts we typically, like we don't. There's a more visceral, you know, like. Like it's weird because like I'm hesitant to invoke like someone like Mengele, who
Fair.
was like not actually trying to advance science, was just a a butcher, but like so there is this like I have brought all these like I've enslaved an entire race of men, specifically to take them apart and then start fucking around with their souls to see what I can create. At one point, like literally creating a fucking dragon. Like he's doing weird alchemical shit with them, like with stolen people.
Yeah, it's like, and I feel like the stuff he's doing with alchemy there, also like adding and taking away limbs and stuff like that, it is like, I mean, if you wanted to invoke Mengele, you could also say that like what Vendrick's doing there doesn't seem to have much to actually like relate to his stated goal of like, okay, I want to figure out like what is going on with the soul, right? Like that's his whole deal.
Yeah.
But like what does that have to do with anything? Like why did you put a new arm on it? Like what is even going on here?
Because there is the like Aldia's whole like keep of like his menagerie, like building all of these weird monstrosity, like quote unquote monstrosities that he's like taken limbs from other like creatures and appended them, and like grafted like abilities into taking a mimic, an upright mimic, and making it walk on all fours. Things like there's something very weird going on here with like war crimes. Okay, like, there's no way around it. Like
because
these
you're right.
He's at war. Like these are war crimes. He has taken soldiers prisoner, and like he has brought war to the giants, who I don't think were in the business of doing war with him to begin with.
No.
I don't really think we get a hint of that. Like he has brought war to the giants and then said, guess what? You're prisoners of war and I'm going to experiment on you.
Right. And like, for Aldia, that seems to make sense, right? On some level where it's like, okay, look, Aldia is a bad guy who loves to hurt people in the interest of finding immortality. And so like, yeah, okay, I buy that he would do those horrible things and like mess with the, make a mimic walk upright and stuff like that. It just like the way Vendrick's described by everyone, it says to me like that the romance of Vendrick, right, is just that. It's just a romantic myth or something that is like so unreal that like he's just as bad as Aldia in most ways.
Yeah. Like we do have like Vendrick's got his like weird like subterranean King's Landing, not King's Landing, that's Game of Thrones shit. His little like Kingsway beneath the castle, where he's got like his weird like disposable room of like stone men and things like that he is soul arts, man. Don't fuck with soul arts.
It's not a good move.
Don't fuck with fuck with souls, man.
You really shouldn't.
Trevor, what is the difference between soul arts and what we're doing with the Emerald Herald?
It's a good question. I think it's the question of we constantly get in American and Japanese media of if you yourself are the test subject, it's okay. The Emerald Herald is giving us souls, and we are doing the soul arts and the messing with things on ourselves and on ourselves only. But we are killing things. We're not like a nice person necessarily. We aren't experimenting with them though. We are taking the souls, ripped fully from their body and using it to change ourselves.
Yeah. So
That's my thought as to how it's different, but I don't think that makes it better necessarily.
Yeah, no, it's very tricky. We're like Cho and the Guyver.
I was actually very close to saying it's Guyver-like in the way that we're so I'm glad our heads are at the same place
Yeah,
there.
man.
This is good news.
Guyver was my shit back in the day.
Guyver rocks. It's super fun.
Now, I thought there's a shit, I forgot. There's a bunch of dudes here though at the very least.
Oh yeah. Oh,
This is the
Turtle
lesson
guy.
where you find out that just because you were you've gotten buff since doesn't make any shit easier.
4 turtle guys. Yikes.
Shit. I'm gonna die here, Trevor.
You might not. You might pull this out. The double slash is what's up on these guys. Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Did our job for us.
god damn.
That was that was a lot.
That was not expecting that one. Because my brain was like, oh yeah, you come out of this and there's like the giant like right in the next room, and I went the wrong direction. That's what happened.
Well, and it was also my thought. I would never would have thought there were that many turtle guys this early on in the game. You forget how hard this section can be.
Yeah, they hit. Oh, Seed of a Tree of Giants. Oh wait, we can examine now. Let's examine. A giant rests in peace.
I'm glad.
Yeah. So
I
we
feel
can't
really bad for the Giants.
we can't go in that giant's memory.
It's frustrating that, and I mean it's frustrating in a productive way. I'm not saying that the game is wrong to do this, but it's frustrating that all the Giants are enemies, right? Like you are never put in a position where you are to sympathize with the Giants or to help the Giants, even if you kill Vendrick too. All the memories are antagonistic. You're always killing the last giant or going ahead and killing the giant lord in a memory. It's never like, I don't know. You can't side with the Giants.
No, and it's interesting that like, Dark Souls doesn't really like, there are factions after a sort in Dark Souls, and there are sides certainly in Dark Souls, and there are, kind of typically. Like I'm good. Like there are usually more than 2 endings, but Dark Souls always kind of has sort of a binary ending structure. Either
Yeah, even in Elden Ring where there are like 7 endings or whatever, it's 2 endings basically.
Yeah. Just because there is like the walk away option or whatever.
Right.
Doesn't.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Can I invade the world of a traitor here? No. I don't remember where I'm supposed to use that, but. I also don't care that much. Oh no, I forgot. There's gonna be like a bunch of guys that are gonna want to run at me out of here, and we're just gonna swing at them real hard.
I mean that's
Hey,
what's
y'all.
up.
Yeah, did it kill none of them?
Whoa!
Buddy, calm down.
Nice stamina there, pal.
What a time. Coming back
That's
to
so-
the old places. All right.
It's the best.
And so we're going to go over here because there's this little spot over here. Is there anyone? Yeah, this guy wants to wake up. Who else wants to wake up and follow me? Anyone? No. Okay, good. So these assholes who are just busy just... Damn it.
Just like chopping at this poor giant.
So
I
yeah.
always felt bad for this guy.
I did too.
What a
Like, this one, like,
what a
it felt-
terrible life.
Yeah, like it's just, this poor guy. was brought here, fought, you know, tried to get his freedom and to take over this terrible, terrible castle, and then he died and started becoming a tree, and then these awful like soldiers who their only memory is of fighting the giants, so they just keep fighting the giant.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a memory we can go into. I knew there was
Excellent.
another one here.
I'm super excited.
So let's see what his memory is like.
Cannot be in the memory for long, it will tell us.
It's true. But, you know, the great thing is you can just keep popping out. This is the memory of Vamar. So the giants have names, which is kind of interesting. This giant remembers a tunnel that I don't know how the giant would fit in this tunnel.
I can't imagine.
And there's this kind of this blast zone underneath, like this is like an earthwork.
What are you doing here?
Oh, hello.
You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist. Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it, and I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Take these. I think you may just need them. Don't ask me why. I just do. Be gone with you. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us.
Yes.
So,
Gesture.
that's Drummond.
Wow.
We get so much from Drummond in this memory, which is like, it's a weird memory because, like, you know, we're going inside the memories of the withered, which is the giant. So why does the giant have the memory of Drummond? Like there's a lot. Oh shit!
Oh, that's why this giant has a memory of Drummond. Jeez.
Big boy.
I like that they are, this is like a multi-generational war because of Vendrick's choice. Which also makes me think Vendrick has figured out the truth of the soul and has become like immortal,
Right,
or
so-
at least extraordinarily long-lived.
Yeah, he has at least figured out a way to extend his life. Oh, the ashen mist is thinned.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Is that good or bad?
that's probably bad. It probably means our time is short because
Spent all that time talking to Drummond.
we did.
Listen, it's important to talk to Drummond.
But what?
Played possum on you.
Yeah. Oh, the ashen mist fades. Well,
Oh, darn. Can we go back in?
yeah, we can. Like, and that is the thing. We just pop right back in.
Well, that's good.
And this time we don't need to talk to Drummond because we already did.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, who are you? I vaguely remember you being here. Bye.
But Drummond does, like, he's interesting. I love his dialogue because if you stop talking to Drummond halfway through, there is the impression that, like, he's actually not a terrible dude.
Right.
It's not until you get to the end of where he's like, oh, I'm going to fuck these giants up, mate. You what? You what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's like, yeah, you're just it's just as much of a broken and like endless war as it seemed to be before we started talking to you.
Yeah. It's just like, congratulations. You can see the shape of how this is absolutely absurd, and you refuse to stop it. Jesus, buddy.
Yeah, the only thing that gets him up in the morning is thinking about toppling the giant lord.
Yeah.
Now this guy's in the green hand, the cloak.
Yeah.
I find the cloak fascinating.
The cloak is valid. These guys are interesting too because they have different shoulders. They have a different body type from the giants that we fought previously, right? Like these
Yep.
are.
And the skeletons we've seen.
Yeah.
They're like, these guys aren't around anymore. No, that guy just wanted to read.
Right. All right.
Poor
let's,
dude.
So here we got giants fighting more soldiers and shit. And we're just gonna try to run through all these assholes and get to this guy at the end. Oh wait, no, we can't do that.
Uh-oh. I like how that you like seeing the health and like what they're able to do, the soldiers. It's just like such good environmental storytelling about how like horrible this situation is for them. Like how sorry,
Nah,
how
it's-
unwinnable. Like the other arrows are doing 3.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, you're done, dude. These giants are gonna kill you.
Which like makes you wonder. So also like God, I forgot we're back here. This one's less
That's-
fun because this is the boss.
You can't just like lock in, right?
I wonder if I can just run over to it and just like press A to go inside.
Press A to giant.
Yep, I can.
All right. That'd be amazing if the cutscene still had the guy. Like somehow they built into the cutscene that you could get hit, like when you go into a into a fog door.
Yeah, we can still hear them banging as it's the scene's transitioning.
Yeah. There'd be something. I don't know. I would respect that on some level.
Oops, son of a bitch.
Wow. Whoa.
I thought I got the drop on him. And
I thought you did too.
Oh, that sucks. I lost 30,000 souls.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
Like I absolutely squashed you.
That was really funny. I thought at first I had a sliver of health left after the end of that, and then I was like, nope, I actually don't. I'm dead.
God.
That was so funny.
Did he get you more because he broke through the door? Because you can usually survive like at least one hit.
Yeah, maybe that was because it was the double-handed one, and I was standing right there, and he hit me in this like his sweet spot or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
But that was brutal.
Oof, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean, that just goes to show you, like the Giants, they don't fuck around.
No, I mean that is something that Drummond says very clearly and truthfully is like, you're not gonna. No one. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so rude.
That was so good. Watch, we're gonna do it again this time too.
You got to do it again until it works. I wholly sympathize with you here. What else are you supposed to do? But yeah, I mean, it is sort of like the classic, in academic terms, it's like, this is just like Return of the Repressed. It's like, yeah, the Giants are coming back to kill us because we couldn't stop doing horrible things to the Giants. And as a result, they're uninterested in our pleas. I find that really interesting because it's the only time in Dark Souls where that actually happens, where you're like get an explanation. It's like, yeah, we committed war crimes against these people, and now they won't stop killing us.
Yeah, and like that seems very, very fair, like especially once we like kind of
Yeah.
once we see what those war crimes are, like the shape of things is like it's such that yeah, maybe that's okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't forgive Vendrick in their shoes either. I mean, like and again, it's sort of like it's that interesting element of what Drummond's saying of like, oh yeah, they didn't forgive over several generations. They just can't forget it. It's like there are crimes that just like time doesn't heal. Like turning your ancestors into experiments because you were curious is one of those crimes that doesn't heal over time.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you might want to restore your humanity if you have time.
I wonder if I can just run past these guys, actually. Whoa.
No.
Okay, get up and run. Get up and run, Derby. You can make it to the doorway. They can't get through. There we go.
Derby's thinking too much about the state of Vendrick and the Giants. These are troubled times for Derby.
They are.
Okay, so that's the big guy.
Is that the big guy?
I'm not sure.
It's over here.
No.
Yeah, it's the big guy.
Excuse me, I'm...
Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, that's not the big guy, because there's two of them.
No, it's not the big guy.
It's not the big guy.
Oh, that's... Sorry, that's very funny.
What a time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I can't say anything else except I completely agree. What a time to be alive. Or I mean I'm not expecting Dark Souls to actually have like an epistemology of what's going on in the flashbacks or what. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's whatever. But I do think it's funny that like the souls operate the same way, the death operates the same way. Like what this sort of like journey into history actually encompasses is so open.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like they could make it work differently. Like, that's a thing that video games can do. Like, computational systems, man. We could just change the math. We can change the way things just operate. But,
Sure.
Son of
But they chose not to.
Yeah, they chose
like-
not to. Oh my god.
Oh, these giants are.
They really.
No.
Oh, now he's walking through. Damn. Look at him.
That's what that posture does for you. If you work on your big shoulder posture, you can get into the human's little dance.
He's a
and
little
then
fucking like World of Warcraft character.
It is over. Yeah, he is like a little World of Warcraft character.
I used to love my fucking orc in World of Warcraft. It was all shoulders, no legs.
I mean, I have to say, I admire the orc characters because their whole body type just looks like me, where their torso is real big and they don't have any legs.
All torso, Trevor.
All torso. It's not the most convenient way to be, but it is a vibe. So I have to say that much. It doesn't even have a weapon. Speaking of mechanics, I wonder if you go through this enough of the giants disappear as enemies.
Oh, they must. I mean, they
You
probably
would think so.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh no! What happens when you go all in on shoulder day?
Oh, I mean, eventually you can just
Not all.
shoulder your way through.
That's right. Yeah. All right.
Okay, here we
All
are.
right. Here we are again.
This is just where we go. Oh wait, there's a ladder.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going on up here? Oh, there's a guy throwing fireballs over there.
Okay.
So that's interesting. There's these assholes.
Okay. So you get some sort of giant mage. That's what we're looking at here.
Oh, son of a bitch. Don't throw it at them, not at us.
We didn't even do
We're
anything.
here for you, my guy. We're here for you.
We're learning about your life.
Kind of like all these guys are trying to take out this one dude and just not. I do
It
like
is
when
pretty
Dark Souls
cool.
gives you these moments in their games where like, you can see these battles taking shape and like. Okay, that guy wants to just kill me now. Son of a bitch.
Oh man. Like this really is the ultimate version of it. I feel like no other game does this as well in the Souls games, where like you're able to watch like I don't know, it feels like history unfolding or something. It's so neat. I mean,
Well,
clearly also deeply frustrating, but
yeah, it's like it's just this is Dark Souls. I mean, there is the way that like we could be just real good at the game and go through and not have not like just fucking school the giants and we'd be awesome, but we're not.
this feels more real though, and like Dark Souls gives you a lot of instances where you can be like really good in combat or whatever, but it's very rarely the case that you are in the middle of a war zone, right? Like it's not like chaos and melee and stuff like that, and that your optimized character does not do well in this is sort of interesting.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, my cursor has just appeared in the middle of my screen, and it's gently
If it
driving
helps,
me
I
mad.
cannot see it.
Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just not showing up for anyone but me. But it's like right there, and like it won't move, so it's just like slowly, just like irritating.
That is yeah, that's horrible. I can't imagine being in your shoes right now. I lose it if I see my cursor too much. I just like we have to like,
Motherfucker!
oh my god, one shot at you?
He just one shot at me.
Jeez.
I mean, look at the shoulder day.
I know.
Shoulder day.
No, you're right. These guys are not skipping shoulder day. And good for them.
Got my 6 scaps.
stains on my scabs.
You can't neglect your scabs.
If people started talking that way, I would start going to the gym.
It's like
You working on your scabs, bro? You know it. I am.
I just put 250-pound weights on my shoulders and go, this don't matter.
Just keep shrugging. And sigh. And sigh. None of this matters.
I do like, because like, you know, we'll go back to the Guyver, like a lot of the Guyver like motherfucker, I forgot.
You forgot. I saw you opening it. I was like,
I was too
he's not
busy
gonna
thinking
say
about,
anything
like,
because I
sick-
know Dia
sick
forgot.
Guyver shoulders. So look, you should watch Guyver. Watch the original OVAs, not the new series. I guess the new series is fine. I haven't watched it. But the 90s OVAs, I'm always going to tell you, watch the 90 OVAs over anything else because, one, odds are not Digipaint. Like,
That's a good point.
like
Yeah.
100% not Digipaint. And trust me, if it's not Digipaint, odds are it's better. But like, we tend to be way more metal and way faster and looser with shit in the 90s.
Yeah.
And
That's
especially
very
with the
true.
rickety animation, that like the Guyver OVA is cool. But like there's some dudes with just big shoulders and like, you know, I mean, Guyver's basically, you know, it's like just your standard like, you know, tokusatsu show basically, but it's just animated. Like it's just big monster of the week dude who like transforms from like a normal high school kid into, you know, a kung fu bio weapon.
But the emphasis is on the bio stuff, I think, is why Guyver always stood out to me as a kid, where it's just like that, like it's just like so embodied and like willfully gross and weird and
very
visceral.
Very much focused on like the bio stuff because of like corporations that like are fucking with like alien technology or like just aliens. I think it's just aliens.
I always like that. I was a real mark for like the you know, critiques around biotech and stuff like that as a kid. Like, you know, I was, you know, Earth Crisis says that song "Biotech is Godzilla." I felt that. I don't know. Like, I think maybe I didn't have a worked out critique as a kid, but there is something very cool about Guyver in that regard because it feels like it also understands that as well. And that big giant got killed over there.
Yeah.
Got one.
Okay, so here's a little mellow spot right here. This is an interesting place because you still got the timer, right? But like,
yeah,
here's this like this moat that's like smoldering over here, but it's got more of a level to it than the last one. The last one's just, you know, ramparts. And then here,
I was gonna say the same thing. There's so much I would say, like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. You can't because.
Okay, we got the soul of the giant at least.
Okay.
So we don't need to go back here after we kill.
If.
If.
I do not appreciate how many weapons this guy has. Okay.
So yeah, and so there's this guy. And oh, we out.
And away we go.
And now we're back. These assholes. Stop this.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
What happened? If you examine it again, do you go back in?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. I thought maybe it would tell you it was at peace now.
Nope. No,
Oh,
he's not at peace. We have his soul, but this ass is not at peace.
I guess fair enough. One cannot reside within memory for long. You are not a Drummond fan.
Dare to mock me. I am
Didn't even stand up.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
pretty
like, "Dad, you
strong
mocked
thing.
me."
I can't believe you mocked me. Oh, I'm bested.
Good luck trying to get your sword out of your scabbard, buddy.
Yeah, you're just like you're not
You-
doing well.
you
I
know
just
who-
killed Drummond. Be nice.
You know who else could get a sword out of his scabbard?
I don't know. Lots of people.
The
Who were
Fisher
you
King.
thinking of? Oh yeah. No, you're right. Okay. I was like, I get Richard III.
It's true.
Claudius.
Lots of people can't get their sword out of their scabbard.
Such a potent metaphor for all kinds of things. I don't, old Shakespeare loved to use it. No surprise.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Dude,
well,
your
thanks
abs.
for. Oh my God! Look at that. It's like tight. Thank you for
We have to indulge
allowing
every
me to-
whim.
yeah, indulge my curiosity there. I appreciate that very much.
All right. So there we go. We killed 2 giants. There's more giants. I know we got to kill more giants. Where the fuck are those giants?
Where are you, giants?
Trevor, I don't remember the giants are.
You got the 2 I remember.
Oh, yeah,
I
right?
don't-
Right?
I can look it up. That might be wise.
So,
Let's see here. Giants and Dark Souls 2. I don't want to know anything
So
about where
we've
they
got
are.
2 now, and each one, from what I remember, does, or no, we have 3 now, right? 3, because we got the one from the dragon. Or do we get the one from the dragon? No, because he's from. He only drops that on like the double difficulty, doesn't he?
So
what we got.
let's see.
We got 2.
Oh, there's also the Forest of Fallen Giants.
That's where we are.
That's where we are. Yeah, that's the Pursuer boss area. So that's not what we want. That's Oro.
Oh, okay.
Vamar.
We did J. We did Vamar, so we have to do Oro.
Yeah, Oro. So that is after Pursuer.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot they're all here because this is where they landed and started doing.
Yeah,
fucking
I was
war.
like, they gotta all be in the forest, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. You have to remember how to get back to that place now. I guess go down here, something like that.
yeah, that's right. Is it?
Someone's gonna wake up on me and like try and stab me. Yeah, it's in here.
At least we all understand why old Vendrick has such a terrible curse upon him. Really not a nice person.
Can I get there from over this way? No. Well, that's bullshit. Thought I could get
Yeah,
that
it is.
from over. Buddy,
Stop it.
stop. Think about your life. Reconsider your choices. That takes me back to Jay.
I'm trying to think of where
It's this way.
Pursuer would have been. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's back this way. That's all.
Ah, you're so good at this.
It's just been 30 episodes.
Well, it's been quite a while between these 2 moments.
It really
like,
has. Whoa, buddy. I say this like it's a big deal, but then I need to remember that like I actually don't really have like that much armor. I'm like, man, you gotta chill out. And then it's like, oh yeah, I'm wearing robes.
we're just super, like, our swords are so strong it rarely ever registers.
Yeah.
If we can stay alive for 4 hits. There's only going to be 4 hits. The 4 hits from our giant greatswords.
I know you're not shooting that shit at me, buddy. I'm gonna come up here just because you pissed me off now.
I mean, you warned him.
See, part of the problem is I have, I'm playing another game about frequent resurrection now, and like I've been like just kind of low key just plunking away at Destiny, to Destiny
yeah.
2. So I'm like just absolutely like the most reckless person in the world now, and like because Destiny's just like whatever, man. Fuck around
Destiny
and find
absolutely
out.
rewards you for being reckless.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care. You die, whatever.
It's not a bad strategy in Dark
I
Souls,
wonder
I would
if
say.
I can I? No, I guess I can't fly back. I was like, can I just like use the other bonfire near? Let's use this. Use this. Oh wait, no, I don't want to use that because, shit. Sorry, bud. Look who's over here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, how'd he get here?
Oh, look at you, old friend. I see your travels way upon you yet. Just remember, I'm always ready to help.
What in the world? What's he
My
doing
homeland
here?
is in the Far East, a kingdom of honourable fighting men. And this sword yet awaits a true man to wield it. I know how swords think, you see. My homeland is in this sword. I know how.
Okay.
I wish he had a little more confidence. He seems so nice.
You know.
It could be hard, I know.
That asshole just showing up out of nowhere trying to kill
Wow.
me.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, like, I was watching it and not looking at your health, and I heard the slice, and I was like, oh, Dia just died. Okay, wait.
Wow, damn. So much faith.
No, it's less faith in your ability and more just, like, how absolutely brutal these sections are.
I think it's
Just, like, instant deaths everywhere.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that the giants we come for to get, like, they have this black veiny hair, this purple veiny hand.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Is that I mean, I guess it's part of Ventrix experimentation. And that's why, like,
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, we don't need to fight that guy. We don't have to.
Nah.
We've proven they're not like giant lords at all, so no sense in doing that. What do you-
My homeland is.
Yeah,
I know how.
you still say that boring shit.
he sure does.
Ben Hart, we need more from you, my guy.
Just bring a little more to the table. I guess you don't really have to bring that much to the table when you bring the Moonlight Greatsword
It's
to
true.
the table.
Oh, look at that. There's a thing here, but we don't have a Ferris Lockstone.
Oh.
Do you have a Ferris Lockstone? No, you have a Fading Soul.
Well, that would be a little convenient, wouldn't it?
Look, modern JRPGs have taught me that if there is a locked door in a room with a guy who's got an item on him, odds are that item is the key to the door.
Yeah. No, that would make sense in a
That's just
JRPG.
contemporary JRPG design where we no longer have faith in the players to like do environmental solutions. All right, anything going on up here? No, there's not a damn thing going on up here, is there? This is just more. Look, they're doing battles.
I love it.
Look at that.
I can't get enough of it, honestly. Why are you trying to kill me? I kill all the giants. This is not fair. Just know your enemy here. Drummond said it would be fine.
Yeah, Drummond did say, his men had like lost all their will, blah 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 blah. That like everything was
fighting
gonna be
still.
chill. And it's clearly not.
No. Not
Oh,
even
look,
a
we can
little.
Go down here. Here, right over here. Pick up this item. Soul of a Brave Warrior. That's neat. To get over to a ladder up there to get that item. The question is, do I care? Don't know that I do, Trevor. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
Nah, we'll drop down and we'll go. Let's go right over there to that ladder. It's just right there. Watch Watch us get like slammed off this ladder by a giant. Nope.
It would be really
It
funny.
would be very funny. Soul of a proud knight who's dead now.
All right. Soul of a dead knight. Dead proud knight.
Nope, the ashen mist is thin. Darn. Oh, he died
Well.
with him stuck inside of us.
Oh, there goes the sword.
Yep. You know what's interesting?
What's
Everyone
that?
in this memory is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real dead.
You know, it's funny because, the Drummond referred to the giants as barbarians, which I always think is just like a funny word. Like ever since I learned like the etymology of barbarian, it's just like
What is the etymology of barbarian? I don't
so
know that.
It's Greek, and the deal is that I guess the phoneme bar was just like really just like repugnant to Greeks, to the ancient Greeks, because they
Okay.
felt that everyone who was not speaking Greek was just going bar 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 bar.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
It's really stupid. It's the stupidest fucking thing. But it's
That
also
is so
really
dumb.
funny. And it's like, wow, we based our entire civilizations on like these guys being the smartest, coolest dudes in the like universe.
And they are not. That's
And the best they could come up with is everyone who's not speaking Greek is going bar 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 bar.
just think about. It just makes me think about George Herbert Walker Bush. Bar.
Oh my god. But yeah,
George-
so that's
George
that's,
Herbert
that's-
Walker Bush is a real barbarian.
That is apparently the etymology of barbarian.
Wow.
is someone who's just basically doesn't speak Greek.
I really appreciate you telling me that. That is, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got through
I know,
any
that's-
English literature with that coming up at least once, because God knows all my professors like just like they would have to bring it up, and it would just be like, why do you bring this up all the time? And it's like, because it's stupid. I have to tell someone.
Yeah, I feel like my professors were a little too self-serious because they were trying to convey how serious they were, even though we were not we were just a liberal arts college. And I think by the time I got to grad school, they just didn't think to tell us that. I wish they would have told me more jokes. Wish I would have learned more about the barbarians.
Yeah.
I learned about it now though, so I can't complain too
It's
much.
true. Here on the Dark Souls streams, you learn about the classics.
And now all of you know as well.
Next week, we'll be covering Aeschylus.
If you think his name starts with an E, think again. Lesson 1.
You mean Aeschylus?
Yeah.
Aeschylus? Let's all pronounce Aeschylus' name the way we pronounce Eon.
Let's all
Bearer
let's
of
all
until
I'll
hope.
pronounce Aeschylus' name that way, and also let's pronounce Euripides' name in a way that makes more sense to us. So it's Euripides and Aeschylus.
God.
And anyone who thinks differently is just gonna have to deal with it.
Though I'm 100% with Bill and Ted on Socrates.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I remember someone making that joke in a book when I was like 10, and I was like, why is that a joke? That's how his name's spelled.
Yeah.
So
Fuck it,
then I learned
Socrates.
it's like, oh.
Fuck you if you want to
okay.
say otherwise.
Socrates and Plato.
I can get 1 more pound of equip load if I want.
I mean,
I don't know
take
what
that.
I don't know what to do with it, but I'm gonna put it in.
Take that, giants. Now you can't hurt us nearly as much.
It's funny because like I want to look and see like what I put stats in versus like what fighting cowboy or whatever has
I love-
his build for the double great swords.
God bless fighting cowboy.
Because I know he's got like the 150 build and then he's got, what is it, the 225 build and then the 150 build, I think, or something like that. But the like his 200 build is like wearing like full plate.
I mean, I guess we're gonna have to get there eventually if we're doing the DLC, because it's just gonna get harder.
It's gonna get so hard. It's gonna suck. Oh my god, it's gonna be incredible.
I mean, I laughed more on this stream despite it being hard. So I suppose I'm not That's okay. It's all right if that's gonna be the case.
We have fun here.
We have
we
fun,
die a lot.
and that's
we
what
have fun.
that's what it's all about, having a good time.
So now we have 3 souls of the giant. I don't know how much, like, because there's like an X percentage of damage reduction that you get from what's his face every time you get a soul.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because he's got like, he has like 400% like damage reduction, I guess is the deal, and like every soul you whack down from him lowers his resistances.
I mean, that just seems like smart work.
By like a quarter, I think is.
So he just becomes normal if you get them all.
Wrong. Yeah, the idea is like if you get all the souls, you can make him normal. I think he's still got more resistance now than than base level.
Sure.
But I also think like you really only need like 50%, and like that's enough. I know when I first fought him with like 2, I think, and like the fights like sucked, but
yeah, I think I probably did too as well, because I definitely didn't do one of those. I did the one with the giant lord for sure. There's stuff I'm not sure. I don't think I did the one behind Pursuer the first time I played this.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which ones I've done. Damn, we got a lot of these guys.
Remember not to use them.
I was gonna say, how many am I gonna accidentally use?
I think none. I think you're gonna do it. I think this is your moment.
Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah. You, give it. Yes, you!
Name a more iconic duo.
I mean, the way people are, they'd probably say Pickle Pay and Rumble Pump. I don't remember what the other one.
You, give it Moose.
Who?
From Dark
who are
Souls
they?
3. It's Pickle
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Damn it!
That's one. All right. Well,
there we go.
it's because you were thinking about Dark Souls 3.
It's true. Magic Stone. There we go.
You. Yes.
Okay, so we got a bunch of magic stones which aren't useful to us at all, but that's life.
Well, yeah. I
We got
mean,
one Twinkling Titan and a Tinkling Slab, so in case we really decide we want a different weapon at some point.
that would be remarkable. I hate this build now.
We haven't gone this way. And since
We have not.
since we're wrapping up the main game, we probably should just go down here and see the hellscape that awaits us below.
Hellscape.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a hellscape.
That's
Trevor.
strong. That's
Yeah,
very strong.
Probably bad. Like it's probably real bad.
Think so? Well, there are those curse guys.
These guys are right here.
That
and
does make me think, yeah, it's not gonna be great.
Search your surroundings.
All right.
What do they mean by that? What could they possibly mean by search your surroundings? If not,
I love how they're just like, okay, they're not gonna be able to tell that they're supposed to break this tree.
which is really funny because you need to get a fragrant branch of yore, which like by this point,
I hope you figured it out by that point. Yeah.
It's interesting because for Dark Souls 2, OG Dark Souls 2, this area is just available.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a fragrant glance of your zone.
So why do you think they did they? Do you think they
know.
gated it because it's hard, or?
I really don't know. It's a weird thing.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I need to. Son of a bitch, buddy.
Oh, there he is. Aha!
Yeah.
Jerk.
Actually, I need to use some of these guys. It's getting time.
Yeah. It's kind of incredible how often you have to go unhallowed in this game. They really do. That punishment is brutal.
Yeah. No, it's. They're not fucking around with that.
No.
You go through here. And we get down to this weird place.
I like this place. It's
Yeah,
cool.
no, this is like an interesting zone, like because like we're still in the things betwixt. It kind of has the feel of you know, the whatchamacallit beach.
Yeah, it does. Even especially with those trolls hanging
I
around.
just completely forgot the name of it. The place where we went to meet the dragon last time.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
No, I recall. Yeah, I know what you meant.
but yeah, like it reminds me of that because like we've got these weird stone pillars that also kind of echo back to like the Dragon Airy zone where there's the weird stone pillars for everything, and then there's this guy. Oh, and there's that guy.
Oh no.
See, shit.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, these guys are weaker because they're kind of like, you know, they're the early versions.
These enemies are so unfair. Like I love how unfair they are. I do.
Yeah.
They really are like deeply unfair.
But so then here we are down. Oh, I forgot. There's one of these guys here.
Oh, a pursuer?
Yeah.
Whoa. It's been forever.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh.
Damn.
Boy. Wow. Pursuer. I mean, in fairness, Pursuer does not mess around.
Pursuer does not mess around.
That is a very serious enemy.
Okay, let's see. Go back to things betwixt. I can get there faster from here.
I wonder if there's like, I don't think there's any like consistently appearing or like repeated enemy in any game that kind of freaks me out as much as Pursuer. I feel like when Pursuer shows up, I just assume it's the end of me.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he's literally like the Big Mac, like right, like
Yeah.
like he's just like a fucking silver Sinanju that just shows up and it's just like, yeah, what you thought.
And like I understand that that's like the idea of, say, your Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 and that kind of thing, but like I don't know, this feels scarier to me somehow.
The Pursuer came back, but the other guys disappeared. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Nice.
There we
Excellent.
go.
Now you can get that treasure chest.
Yeah, now I can get the treasure chest. But it's not a treasure chest, Trevor.
What?
It's
Ah, nice.
It's a weird little boat. But
It's
also a
transport.
coffin.
I love the coffin
It's a
boats.
weird- It's a weird coffin
a-
boat.
what a great trope in every Souls game.
Right.
The little coffins that you have to get into and get comfy in.
What happens to get in this little coffin?
I love it. Love it so much.
Wonder what possibly happened. The nature of your being has changed.
What? In what way?
What does that mean?
Well, Derby looks like Derby to
The
me.
nature of our being has changed, Trevor.
How could this be? I
What?
don't see. Do we look that different? Oh,
Well,
we're glowing.
fucking radioactive, apparently.
That's weird.
But what the nature of our being has changed. Now Derby is slightly
Oh.
more masculine.
Oh, I see what's happened here. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
There, let's.
Interesting. I didn't know
Transmask
you could do
Derby.
that. Transmask Derby. Listen, we absolutely stand Transmask Derby.
Yeah, you know, this is what happened with Derby.
I didn't know you could do that in this game.
That's what the coffin does. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Welcome to the gender swap coffin. On the beach.
I'm so happy to be
Which
here
is-
at the gender swap coffin on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, Derby thinks she's gonna try it on for a while.
Hey, why
Yeah,
not?
Derby's kind of like, Derby's kind of cool and gonna roll with it. Derby has come to beaches before and really changed her perspective on things.
I
For
think
instance,
Derby-
previously Derby had given up the monarchy and become one with the dragon, so much as even becoming draconic.
Yeah. In comparison, this is a somewhat mundane change. You don't even get a new giant fire breathing head.
No, it's just Derby's just trying on a little bit of a new body. That's all.
I think the thing I most admire about Derby is their ability to roll with any sort of change and kind of try it on and see what it is and not be worried about it. I think that's something that we all could aspire to.
I think so. Is there a torch down there? No, there isn't. Is there one up here? No, there isn't. Okay. I figured I got 3 hours. It's like the end of the game. Might as well.
I was gonna say, why are you doing this out of is it aesthetics or is there some sort of secret I don't know about? I like that it's just aesthetics. I think that's
If I remember
cool.
correctly, there is secrets. And I'm banking on it being secrets.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I can go to that one. Oh, that's right.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
That's really funny that it doesn't require you to actually make that jump, because that would be the obvious thing to sort of like,
Yeah,
make you suffer, to be like, okay, make a jump now.
it's true. Down you go. Down you
Nice.
go. Everybody go away.
What we have back here?
You can hear? No.
This is fun.
Is there one in there? Oh yeah, I see it.
This is like in like the old platformers where you'd have to find like keys or specific kinds of coins or something like that.
Yeah.
They do something secret, but so you have to search every nook and cranny.
Okay, so I got the one left after this one in here. A raw stone.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. That's,
Not that we
if you
can
wanna do that.
necessarily use it, but
yeah, it's if you wanna to raw the raw weapons.
the
Which
raw
are useful
weapon.
if you don't if you just don't invest in stats at all. But,
Why is that the case?
it just gives like a flat percentage damage bonus to.
Oh,
There we
I see.
are.
oh, what am I
Ha-ha.
looking at here?
We lit the last torch, and suddenly this fellow appeared.
Interesting.
Petrified
I want to
something.
petrified something. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's your reward for lighting all the torches.
I like that.
It's
It's reverse Navlan.
It's really great because it's like, you know, the expectation is something is going to be like really impressive, you know, when that happens. Like it's like you've lit all these things, especially in like the scholar edition where you have to get a petrified, you know, branch of yore, or you know, you have to unpetrify the guy to go through the gate to light the ones on the shore. And in the end, it's just a guy who's easily killed.
Who doesn't give you much?
He doesn't give you much. He's just got a little, like a little shitty lump of rock.
Yeah, it really is. Like if Navlan is fairly easy to unlock and like extremely irksome and like a problem once you do, this person is extremely difficult to unlock and very much not a problem when you do.
Yeah.
Neither gives you much of a reward, which I wholeheartedly respect Dark Souls 2 for not giving you any sort of reward for going through trouble. That is like the game just telling you, listen, the experience is your reward. I'm sorry. It's
No, it's what I always like. One of my favorite things, you know, with predominantly like the old school Dungeons and Dragons, like basic and like the OD&D games, and like even like the first couple, really the first 2 editions of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, where treasure would be like, here's a box full of some rugs,
yeah.
and it's like, what are these, you know, like there's no like daggers or anything. Yeah, there's a couple daggers lying around. They're worth like a couple coppers each. And it's like, really? We just killed like a bunch of dudes. It's like, yeah, dude, you killed some goblins. What the fuck do you think they have on them? Whereas like now Dungeons and Dragons, it's just like, oh yeah, you found like a +5 dragon slayer amongst this, like, you know, like these 3 goblins, and it's like, really?
Did I? Yeah, exactly. I like that a lot, and I like the way it sort of forces you to question, like, okay, like, why did I expect anything else? Like, why is the expectation that like I'm going to get some sort of like secret haul when I do this? Isn't it enough on some level to just like do this quest, like complete this thought process? Like, isn't that the reason why we're here in the first place?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting thought to, you know, kind of like once we wind up for this stream, like, or this recording, like, you know, I thought of like, what do we get out of these long quests? What is Derby getting out of this? Derby, who is now, you know, a man, in theory.
What has Derby gotten out of getting into a coffin and waking up a man?
But like, what is Derby, like, after all of this? Derby, we have not found a cure for our memory loss, it would seem.
Nope.
We haven't put the world to rights. It doesn't even seem like there's a path forward to putting the world to rights, really. At this point.
At this point, it's even less likely. I feel like it. Once we sort of learn the terrible things that Vendrick has done, right? It is even less likely that we're ever going to be able to put that right.
Yeah.
And I think I think you're right. Like, it is a question of like what does it all come to? Like, what is ultimately I think like even more so than in the other Souls games, where at least you have like, okay, you know, you're just trying to link the fire or not link the fire, as the case may be. It's, you know, that's the whole plan. In this, it's like you get to this point, it's like, I guess it's just to root force and a conclusion to all these things going on around me. And I don't know, like I appreciate that the game makes you sit with that anticlimax.
Yeah, no, I think it's an interesting and important thing to think about, especially as we move in towards the end game, and then continue pursuing Aldia's bullshit and the DLCs that uncover more that we will get into next week and the weeks after, and God knows how many more weeks is going to have. Earlier,
it's gonna be a while.
I was telling Trevor that this is our 32nd episode, I believe. 32nd or 33rd. And yeah, right. And the Dark Souls 1 stream, or the Let's Play for that, was like under 30. It was like just like 28, 29. And I was like looking at the recordings and I was just like, wow, this is so much more game than Dark Souls 1.
This game is so expansive. It's wild.
Yeah, it's really, really, really ridiculous. And like I said, we haven't even touched the DLC yet. I guess technically we've touched the DLC. We've wandered off to the icy land, and then immediately turned around. But yeah,
as you do.
As you do.
Oh no! Yikes!
We don't belong here.
Not yet.
Let's see. Do we have any more souls we should munch? Oh, we can munch this big dragon boy. We can
okay.
Yeah, because that's not one of those giant souls that helps out with.
Yeah, there's no, but if.
Yeah.
Is that a shot? Here.
Oh,
To see light, however.
Oh, we got a shard?
Yeah, we did.
noticed
We picked
that.
one up.
Was it in the dream?
Was it in the dream or was it? No, it was with all of the basilisks.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think we can.
That makes sense.
Okay, there we go. So, I think that wraps us up for tonight. Trevor, where can the people find you?
People can find me at Hagelbon, HEGELBON on Twitter, and the podcast is called No Cartridge. That's basically it. The book's called, if you are interested in reading my book, it is called Story Mode, and it's available everywhere. Dia, where can people find you?
You can find me here, obviously, on YouTube or on Twitter.
Wonderful.
At Dia Lucina. And yeah, that's where all my stuff is. I'll probably be having something up at Paste before the end of the month. But yeah, so be sure to check us out and go to the links, and they'll be in the description below as always. And if you like this, if you like the videos that we do, tell a friend. Retweets and all that good stuff, are crucial to our existences. So
we love to introduce more people to Derby's world.
We do, and teaching them fabulous things like about how the Philadelphia Eagles are the best football team in the NFL.
Yeah, they're so good now.
Good now.
Yeah, they're unbeatable. I think actually they're unbeatable. I'm sure I won't eat those words, but
yeah,
it's just unfair to everyone else.
Let's not over promise and under deliver. Trevor. We cannot put it all on Jalen.
You can put some on Jalen though.
We certainly can. All right, everyone. Till next week. Take care. Be good, and remember, you have multiple friends in Majula. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
That is such a surprise about the gender swap coffin. I had no idea.
You didn't know about that? Oh man, I
truly didn't.
You were just
No,
toy, yeah.
I know it sounded like I was, but I figured that was fine for the stream. But yeah, I had no idea. I'd never seen that. That's really cool.
Yeah.